All right, let's dive into something pretty wild today. We're going to talk about building a brand new nation, completely from scratch, all in the digital world. And get this, they did the whole thing in just 1 month.
I mean, seriously, think about that question. How do you even start to build a nation? Do you start with land, with people, a set of laws? Well, this project started with a really simple but powerful idea. So let's see how they actually turned that little idea into a whole new reality. Here's the thing. The foundation of this new world, it wasn't about fancy code or servers. Nope. It was built on two basic human principles. One, giving every single student a voice, and two, making every big decision together, as a community.
So, first things first, before you can have a nation, you gotta have citizens, right? And in a digital world, that meant every student had to create their own digital self, their own avatar for this brand new frontier.
The whole process kicked off with just pure creative freedom. Students got to be digital artists, using tools like Bitmoji, where you can make your own cartoon emoji, or even using AI to design an avatar that felt like them. Then, they used this simple animation tool to bring those static images to life, making them ready to say hello to their new community.
And that was the question at the heart of it all. This wasn't just about making a cute cartoon character. It was a serious invitation to think about, who you are and how you want to show up in a community that you're helping build from the ground up.
Okay, so you have a population of digital citizens. What's next? Well, the next step was huge, turning a bunch of individuals into a collective, into a people. And every new nation needs two things, a name and a symbol to rally around.
So how do you pick a name that everyone can get behind? You play a game. They called it the democracy game, and it was just beautifully simple. It was basically a digital wall where anyone could post a name idea, and the community just voted for their favorites with a like. No complicated ballots, no stuffy procedures, just pure, direct democracy in action.
And the votes just poured in. You had all kinds of suggestions, the really epic-sounding ones, some hilarious ones, a few classic names. And through that simple process, a winner was chosen, straight from the people. So now they had an identity in words, which is great. But a nation also needs a visual identity. It needed a flag. And the way they went about creating one was just as creative and democratic as everything else. They did this in such a cool, forward-thinking way. They created a partnership between human imagination and artificial intelligence. Students just described their dream flag to an AI image creator, and the AI would then generate all these incredible, unique designs. After that, it was back to the people. The community voted for their favorite one.
All right, they've got a name and a flag. Their identity is taking shape. But now, it was time to give the nation its soul. It was time to write a constitution, to declare the values that would guide every single citizen.
The students were hit with this massive challenge, this incredible question. If you could start society completely over, from scratch, what principles would you build it on? What would be the fundamental truths of your world?
So after a ton of discussion, debate, and collaboration, they landed on it. They created 25 core rules for their new society.
And these weren't just any old rules. They were like a blueprint for a better world. They established principles of fairness, rules to spark creativity, and laws for collaboration. But then, and this is my favorite part, they included an actual mandate for fun. I mean, think about that for a second. They decided that joy wasn't just a bonus. It was a founding principle, a right for every single citizen. How cool is that?
So these 25 rules, that became their constitution. And to make it official and immortalize it, they turned the whole text into this stunning poster. Another amazing team-up between the students' vision and AI.
The foundation was set. They had an identity. They had their values. Now it was time to build the engine that would actually drive this new nation forward, its government.
To lead the way, the citizens organized themselves into two collaborative teams. They called them the Founding Assemblies.
And this is so important. These weren't just random groups. They were mixed teams, bringing students together from different schools, even from different countries. This whole structure guaranteed that collaboration and a bunch of different perspectives were baked right into the nation's leadership from day one.
And that's where we leave them, for now. A whole digital nation, born and built in just 30 days. They have citizens, a name, a flag, a constitution, and a government. It's an absolutely incredible achievement. And it leaves us all with one final super exciting question. What on earth are they going to build next?